This review is of a game that contains sequences of intense flashing lights and high contrast visual elements. We'll be using footage of that game in this video, so please be advised if you are photosensitive. Thank you. James, I bought groceries for the week, but each time I bring more than 4 things into the house, one of the 4 things I already brought in teleports back into the car. Everything's gonna spoil. Explain why our house is now the world's smallest pocket dimension. Does this have something to do with our review today? If so, hurry, because I don't think I can keep the crows away this time.
We'd better just close the door and let nature take its course.
All our cheese.
What happens when several ancient unicorn creatures are awoken from their 1,000-year slumber? Any number of things from chaos to destruction to total mayhem!
Synonymous goals, huh? Must be serious.
Deep within a tech company / coven / castle / Amazon equivalent, there are several mystical creatures asleep, and they have been for a millennium. Put to slumber by an unholy amalgamation of spell and science.
Except one, apparently. That one is clearly awake and angry.
Good job pointing that out, because that one escapes first, and lets the rest of them out, including this one, which you will play as.
Hey, what's with the flashing? It's kind of hurting my eyes. You mind if we turn that off?
No problem, let me just go into the options and, oh.
The black unicorn, named Century, gathers their allies, then proceeds to steal the 7 color gems from the color core. Doing this then sucks the color from not only the background, but from the world!
This also for some reason makes the background elements all glitchy and stuff. You can see it here as well as throughout the game. It's very distracting. Apparently this is revenge for capturing her and keeping her for 1,000 years. Your goal as Itchy is to fight through 7 chapters of levels to defeat the other unicorn-type creatures to get the color gems back.
Because anything is better than this flashy, glitchy strangeness that is still making my eyes hurt. Are you sure the flash options are turned off? Oh.
Across these 7 chapters with several subchapters, you'll employ the use of running, jumping, and guns, but mostly guns. In fact, guns are one of 2 main ways you attack things. You begin with a simple pistol, which does very little damage and will receive no upgrades. You'll eventually find a shotgun, a machine gun, a flamethrower, a bazooka for about 10 seconds, an alien gun, and a freeze ray as well. You can cycle through your several weapons with the Y equivalent button.
Not all at the same time, mind you. If you already have 3 guns beyond your pistol, which is almost always at your side, another one of your currently held guns will simply disappear into the aether until you find it in a later level, where it will replace another one of your equipped weapons, and so the vicious cycle dictates.
The strange part of this is the fact your sub-weapons, bombs, molotovs, turrets, and grapple horn, all have a weapon wheel. Activated through the use of holding the B equivalent button, you can quickly change between these sub-weapons. Why not do that for your main weapons?
Because that is an unlockable, James. Much like the ability to aim your freeze ray, flamethrower, and bazooka in different directions, which you can buy from this raccoon that appears every so often.
Why?
All fantastic questions. Unfortunately, it's time for the genre of this game to change entirely for some reason.
What?
Enter this portion of the game Unicrome, a 1-bit unicorn adventure.
I'm already here. I've been here.
In this entirely different genre of the same game, you will only be armed with your dash ability, which doubles as a dodge and an attack. Fly over traps, bash enemies, and plow through hordes of bullets on your way through this portion of the game.
I had guns though. I was using guns.
Oh, you lost all that when your arms were cut off. Instead of figuring out a different way to delay you, the game decided to become a completely different game instead. Now you get to dash through this Super Meat Boy-esque set of levels where your health bar barely matters. Take all that time spent learning your guns to instead learn about your inconsistently distanced dash.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Don't get too used to this though.
Why?
Because we're switching back to the original genre!
We're what? I just got through getting used to the dash.
That's nice. Here's your guns back.
There wasn't even a tutorial for the dash. You aren't taught that it's an attack and a dodge and that you can aim it in 4 directions. Oh well, at least I can dash while shooting now.
About that, we're taking your dash.
Thank you for making me spend 30% of the game learning something I won't ever have again. Enter back into this portion of Unicrome, a 1-bit unicorn adventure where you get your guns back. Your dash is gone and you realize the 1-bit part of the title is an excuse to make the screen flash every time anything happens.
Yeah, the warning before the game begins really doesn't do all the flashing that happens justice. This is unacceptable.
After 7 chapters and all their sub-chapters, you come to the final battle with Century. Gather all the 7 color gems back and activate Itchy's final form and the game ends! Right there. Itchy says,
I have a final form too! I call this final form Unicrome.
And that's it. Credits.
What was the resolution then? Did they go back into the containers? Did Itchy stop Century? Did any part of this game actually move forward?
Unicrome is a game in serious need of polish. Major polish. Subtitles only exist for about 3/4 of the voice lines.
Seems you are unarmed. Not so so tough now, huh? In fact, you seem totally harmless. No, wait, I meant to say armless.
Sometimes cutscenes will let voice lines cycle.
I thought you were dead. Hiya there! I thought you were dead.
The animation for the cutscenes varies rapidly. The sound effects are absent. And the flashing. This game needs a more serious flashing images warning, or a more serious option to turn them off. I urge anyone with any sort of sensitivity to flashing objects or flashing screens to steer clear of Unicrome for now.
Yeah, Unicrome is in a rather sorry state, but it's because it didn't stick to one thing. It didn't stick to one set animation style. It didn't decide what gets subtitles. It didn't stick to one single genre. When you try to do everything great, many portions of what you're doing end up not being so great. If Unicrome would decide what it wants to be, allow you to keep your weapons, and fix the flashing, it would be a much better experience.
Now that that's done, you can go get our groceries.
Since I'm afraid of the state I'll find our stuff in, I'll just go get more root beer, more cheese, and another car.
Good luck, Andy.
Little does he know, our stuff is fine in the car. I just needed to leave so I could do the outro. Thank you for watching our review of Unicrome. Be sure to check it out on Steam. Soon as you're done doing that, give us a follow and tell us what you think of Unicrome. Oh, share this video around too. Alright, see you next whatever. Bye.
Goodbye, Andy. Goodbye. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, Andy.
Goodbye.
Andy.
Goodbye.
Get out of my house.